I feel like this is probably bad.
Kirby Inhale is unironically one of the coolest moves in the game, period. But then it's also like on Kirby where he can't use half the moves he gets.
Sometimes when Kirby gets a good move, like something like Samus Charge Shot where he can combo into it, like that's amazing.
Yeah, if he gets any projectile, like Kirby jumps. Like if he heals like Pika T-Jolt, like it's crazy. But then he'll get like rollout, and it's like, man, this like sucks. Like I'm not gonna use this move anyway. Kirby with Monado arts, broken.
Yeah, that's kind of nutty.
Anyway. Yeah, I mean, we saw originally Big Sword Puff, but that was Cloud, and it didn't work out too well. Cloud just got edge guarded. Then we saw Speed and continuous disjoint, and like solid disjoints, more range at least, against Puff, and it didn't work out. It worked better, but didn't work out. Now we see Speed and kill power and damage output, and not as edge guardable as the other two against Puff. So is the whole gonna be greater than the sum of its parts, or everyone just gets shield broken again?
Dude, I think with Conway and these pounds, this is probably the most shield breaks I've seen like as commentating like an online tournament.
That's why parrying against Puff is so important. Like right there, like you either take so much shield damage. Yeah, he's not dead, not without any arts. You take so much shield damage with just eating a pound, and you take so much damage if you don't block the pound at all. So you have to parry it, or make it whiff.
And that Packer is gonna take it for Echo Sean. You know what would be hype if we see a shield break on Puff? Like, I've never actually seen that happen before in bracket.
If there's a character to do it, I mean, of the past three, it's definitely Shulk has the best chance. Buster Art, I don't remember if I mentioned this. Buster Art does just as much shield. There's a buff to shield damage as well as normal damage. So get caught by the wrong thing, and that's bye-bye shield. And you don't even have to worry about shield break punishes against Puff.
Yeah, she does it for you. She got you.
Like, oh, thanks, homie. You did so good. I'm just gonna like commit Sudoku. Good job. Oh, he tried for a vision again. That's not death yet. Sean being very reserved with his arts at the moment. Not trying to commit too hard to any one of them. Fair comes in. Do we see the switch? Yeah, there comes Smash. Shield is also online, as well as Speed. Dipping right away. Reset neutral. I'm not in Smash anymore. No, sir.
You're just like, I feel like it must be like Conway's doing a really good job finding these hits because Shulk with his aerials just controls so much airspace in front of him, and that's generally where Puff tries to go in for these approaches. So Conway's doing a really good job just dealing with that that aspect of the matchup.
Going into shield art preemptively, making sure he can't die until he needed speed to get that fair. All right. Monado art management. Surviving still, not anymore. 0-0. Conway has been on quite the tear. But just how close some of these games are. Like you would again think, wow, Shulk can just probably like eat Puff alive. Conway says, hold my beer.
Yeah.
Unless he's underage, in which case, no. Hold my orange juice. Oh, is he dead? Yeah, he is. Well, here we are.
I've got a good rhythm going.
Like, that's what you expect, right? When you see Shulk Puff, it's just like, yeah, I'm gonna hit you with forward air and do it a couple times. Like, I can rack up damage super quickly with Buster, and that'll be the game. But things not seeming to go as planned for any of these matchups recently. Conway has defied them all.
Yeah, I wonder what that was on small battlefield, right?
Yes, Smattlefield.
Yeah. I wonder if we'll see the switch to FD like we saw in the last set. Wonder if that would help Conway build Shulk.
I wonder, because we know Echo Sean was watching. Do we see Battlefield, not Battlefield, do we see FD banned?
That is true, yeah. They do have bans that they could use to get rid of stages they don't like.
Because I feel like Town and City is being banned for some reason. Probably for good reason. Maybe it's Town Smashville that's being banned, that Lemon Tea was banning. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm thinking Smashville just because Puff has like the extensions with the combo in the middle, or the platform in the middle.
Yeah, and while Shulk can maintain space, he's not maintaining space like Zelda does on Smashville, where you're literally setting up like where a suit of armor is taking half the stage for you. Like Shulk is still using his buttons, and those are still gaps in that pressure. We do see a stage swap. Maybe it is FD. Oh, we have eclipsed midnight, everybody.
Hey, let's go. Alright, so we are going to
PS2
Stadium. Okay.
Ooh. You know, for some reason, the stage didn't cross my mind. Not that it wouldn't be banned, because I didn't think it would. It was just that Puff wouldn't go here. Don't know why.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking, just because, like, it gives Shulk so much space to, like, retreat with aerials. And then each hit, like, it's harder to knock him off stage. So, I just feel like this isn't, like, a Puff stage. But hey, maybe Conway knows something about this stage and Puff that I don't. And we'll be able to make good use of it in this game, too.
It might be the platforms. Now, keep in mind that these platforms are a lot smaller, and Puff can... they're closer to the stage. So Puff can probably abuse them a lot better against Shulk, who you want to be abusing whenever you can. Because he's not giving you that many chances to do it unabated. Having one of the few moves that you can use in hit stun. I think it might be the only move that you can use in hit stun.
Yeah, I just kind of realized how Smash Monado would, like, mess up Puff's confirms. Because she really only gets, like, 1 or 2 chances per stock to really set up that down air and the rest or something like that. And with shield art, you can just immediately go into shield and then, you know, tank the rest, or even just have it not connect. And then you get a free punish. So I can kind of take rest off the table, even if Puff's, like, at a % where she wouldn't die.
Multi-hits are kind of or shield art is the bane of multi-hits, despite the knockback. Like, they gave Shulk more they reduced, what is it? They reduced the reduction that Shulk gets when using shield art of knockback. So he goes farther when in shield art. Even with that, multi-hits, still doesn't care about multi-hits. Still, Puff can edge guard any character pretty to solid effectiveness, and same goes for Shulk. Both of these games have been tight thus far.
Ooh, nice read on the roll.
Just late enough. He's gonna go out there? No, shield art ran out, or not shield, smash art ran out on its own. I wonder if going off stage and doing reverse air slash would have any mileage against Puff.
Maybe, if she's recovering low. And like you hit reverse it right, kind of like a link up B. You know how they like to reverse it, like in that same area.
Yeah. Oh, guess
Yeah,
what?
maybe.
Up. It's plausible, but it's risky because you're intentionally putting yourself in a position where Puff can drop zone Nair and might catch you out of the air slash. You just have to rely on Shulk's absurd range, which he relies on a lot. Regardless, switching to speed. I mean, got him out of that situation, so. More power to him. Doesn't have any damaging arts, though. His arts remaining are defensive. He'll have to play neutral Shulk for a little bit. Never mind, he's got them all back.
Yeah, and that time is over. It's time to go in, do a lot of damage because you're Shulk.
but not ours. A bad move. Look how fast they came back. Ups? No, no up B. No anything, actually. He just dipped. The grab traded with Puff Nair.
It's a really good jump just to get back on stage. Because if Shulk decided to go low, I think Puff was ready to hit that edge guard.
Yeah, Conway seemed like he was prepping for a game-winning edge guard, but not expecting just the neutral jump back to the edge. And he sent the wrong way. Puff down tilt, or Puff down tilt not catching anything, and Nair sends in the opposite direction. Ooh. Another lease on life has Echo Sean. Ooh, Conway looking for the roll. I guess the grab again. Again, stable punishes is gonna be the name of the game against Puff. She's got to commit to something.
Oh, dude, the run forward. Like when you see Puff run forward a lot like that, they're probably looking for dash attack, or like for you to get scared and shield and like roll or something, and then you gotta feed that with a dash attack. It's not gonna matter when Echo Sean gets that up tilt. It's gonna take game 2 for him.
To the heavens it can reach. No Puff is safe. Big sword doing the go burr.
Yeah.
It's just like it's what makes Shulk in like not only a good character in this matchup, but a good character in general. Because while he has counterplayed everything, it's like, oh yeah, just like look for more grabs when he's in shield art, or go for moves that like combo into themselves super well, like Falco up tilt and like things like that. He's making you counterplay just his base tools for every Shulk. And you're no longer looking at the player, you're looking at the character. So Echo Sean can freely adapt to everything Conway is doing, whether he be crossing up his shield or dashing, like at the end there, he was dashing around on the ground more, so he stayed up in the air. He played around what Conway was doing, while Conway still had to play around, and eventually failed to play around, just Shulk things. Game 3.
Right. Yeah.
Stage switch, right? That's what they were doing?
I think so. Maybe. Oh, okay, yeah, stage switch.
Town and City, here we come. The final chance for Conway potentially, though all of these games have been very close. There comes shield art.
Yeah. Another thing about shield art, it also buffed your shield health, so it's harder to like make your shield. So like attacks will do less damage to it. So like Puff's like shield break setup with like pound just probably wouldn't work when shield art's active, because you know it has more health. You can't break it easy.
That's fair. Though we haven't seen Echo Sean pull out shield art preemptively, something to keep in mind. Ooh, that parry would have been good if Nair wasn't -2. And the damage is starting to pile up here. 87, this is about death percent. Big sword. Conway's he's looking like he's a read-based player in this matchup at the very least. And he's trying to look for rolls in or out, or mostly in. And Echo Sean just not giving it to him.
Yeah,
Slow and steady will eventually win this race.
Yeah, and I feel like especially against Shulk, you can't. If you're Puff, you have to kind of be read-based because, like, a lot of his stuff is so safe. You need to call him out when he does commit to something like a roller.
Startup of Nair almost killed. Thankfully, Town and City has massive corners thanks to its massive ceiling. Not going to save you from sweet spot back here, though. 99 isn't nothing, but it's going to be hard for Puff to get in. And it will continue to be hard for Puff to get in. Man, the challenge on that was so brave. Echo Sean playing with a bit more determination than last game, where he He stood back a lot. He's dead. No, he's not.
Nope.
Magnet hands. Magnet hands was jump art.
Yeah, doesn't Shulk go a bit higher with hitting on his uppy when out? Oh.
The answer is yes. Jump art buffs his airspeed, his jump height, and his air acceleration, and also his up B height. However, it does reduce his airspeed. Not that you are going to be in the, or he loses ground speed. Not that you're being on the ground anyway. Alright, a little bit late on the shield art activation, but he stays in it regardless. This is a prime Puff combo time, so might as well keep yourself safe. That's kind of the theme of this game. Uh-oh. Never mind.
Oh.
It was a bait, obviously.
Reverse uppy. Oh, there it is.
Remember those tech rolls in? There it is.
Yeah, yeah, just don't tech roll in. Yeah, I think this is like the second time Echo Sean tech rolled into a rest. Oh, okay, good shield right there, just in case Conway does decide to go for a rest.
The up throw on the platform. Are you scouting out? Scouting out when the, not only the transition of the stage, but knowing which one was coming up. 67 in a blink of an eye. Oh, the down to a Puff jumping. There she goes. Conway is starting to bleed pretty fast. It's another tech in.
Oh boy, here it is.
He does tech away that time. Gets out of his smash art just in case. You should have shield art on deck. You might not need it though. Ooh. Making sure he was safe with the air slash and challenging up in the air is forward aerial. Oh, Shulk, Echo Sean playing his Shulk game rather steady, knowing how to go air to air with the character that